with this. This is what I paid attention to. I know some people that lied about how they feel, left relationships and went fucking crazy when they should have stayed their dumb ass there and worked it out because they sadder, shriveled the fuck up, cancers, because I left the only motherfucker God gave me. But I left motherfucking, I left my blessing because they had an Adam and Eve moment. They had a moment.
It goes all back to the root of it all, communication. When you and I'm gonna be honest about this. I have a hard time communicating sometimes, and I'm trying to work on that. But it all starts with communication. You have to be able to communicate. I don't care if it's your husband, your wife, your fiance, your boyfriend, your best friend.
Yep.
Any type of situation, relationship, you have to learn to communicate. And I'll be the first one to admit, like, in my relationship, sometimes he tells me, I feel like I gotta pull stuff out of you and it shouldn't even be that hard. Like, why you just can't say how you feel? You? Yes, Patrice's thing. Yeah. Sometimes I have a hard time communicating. I do. In that relationship, I don't know why. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get better at it. But communication is key to everything in every relationship.
It's a big. Because I say this all over again, and communication was horrible in my relationship. When I say horrible relationship with kids, and people might not even believe that, but I'm talking about I was horrible, and I didn't learn to communicate in the right way, and I'm still learning today until I met Mike, because you gotta communicate with him. Like, if there's no, oh God, you're not finna not communicate with him, because he gonna bring it out of you some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? So that, with that being said, that put a lot of strain on our relationship because I wasn't communicating. You know what I mean? It's not. That's a hard thing to have relationships with people with no communication. It just is.
I was the opposite. So in the early relationships that I did have, I was an over communicator. To some people, when you're in a relationship, it can come off as nagging. It can be a negative. I thought that I was doing a positive because, okay, I'm doing right. I'm doing exactly what, wifey should do, and blase, blase. But on his side of it, I didn't realize until we had one of those coming to Jesus conversations that it was too much. It was overkill. It felt like nags rather than communicating and trying to get a resolve. So, and Mike, you can tell me if men tend to feel that way or not, but so that kind of shut me down. So I had to find that healthy medium. But in between that, of trying to find that healthy medium, because of the fact I didn't know what to do, sometimes I lied to get past something because I didn't want to over communicate, because I didn't want to have the arguments and make him feel like, we were in a nagging conversation. So to nip it in the bud, I just had to feel resolved and just tell him a lie.
Yeah.
And that didn't end right.
Yeah. So for me, real quick, I think that we tend to box human beings too much, and I don't do that, right? I don't think it's quiet women, it's women that talk, it's women that talk too much. It's men that talk, it's men that don't talk, and it's men that talk too much. So not that you're doing wrong, but we, again, another lie. Men quiet because reserved women. There's men out here more bitchy than females and run their mouth and tell something faster than your motherfucking girlfriend.
Okay.
So get off the gas with that. Now, I wanted to share some on what Melinda was talking about with her husband, because it could help the situation, and not giving advice, just saying feelings from another man. When people don't communicate with me, I, one, think you got some shit to hide. Two, you don't give a fuck. Because in my brain, if you give a fuck, you'll talk about it. If you can go to bed knowing I want to know some shit and you can help me with some shit, but you just lay down on it, you don't give a fuck. That's my feeling, right? So if not saying that's where he's at, but just kind of sit, reflect on it. If it don't apply, let it fly. I'm just giving two ways that a guy can feel. And like Patrice said, it ain't if you're nagging, if you're giving me good if you helping me grow. See, a lot of shit is maturity too. So a man can say you nagging if you saying shit, but if you saying shit to empower me, motherfucker, keep talking. A lot of men use you nagging because it's game. Get off my back. That's fucking game with a lot of dudes. We can use that shit because it's already a box for that, like a nagging ass woman. You gotta pay attention to the preconceived game that's already out there for us to go against each other with. Because if you come in my life, I'm a felon, ain't had a job, ain't got an ID, and you baby, shit, you ain't nagging because now I got an ID. Now I done went and got a job. Now I got my license. No, you the best motherfucking thing since pants with pockets to me. But a motherfucker might take that young boy. A young ass boy will take a goddess and act like it ain't that. So you gotta know what you fucking do. And that's another lie, motherfucker, we tell. Cause these lies come back wrapped up and packaged good. You know who you fucking with. Don't lie to yourself. You motherfuckers be knowing if he cute, if he dumb as fuck, if he lazy. Don't put no fake shit on what's there. I know who the fuck you is. I know Roshan strengths, her weaknesses, and I know what the fuck I can accept. That's why I don't let nobody play with her, because Roshan is friendly, social, and a motherfucker get to getting cool and been and said the wrong shit, and I'ma scoop slap their ass, and I stay out front for that reason, because my wife will tend to, oh, hey, and before you know it, they think her cool, and I tell people all the time, don't let Roshan get you beat the fuck up, because Roshan gonna be Roshan, and I'm gonna allow her to have the gift God gave her, but I'm on patrol. I'm her fucking husband. I know that about her. I don't want to change it, but do you get what I'm saying? A lot of times we lie about the character defects of our partners.
Yes.
Bro, stop that shit. And you see, I talk. That's why she quiet. God put that together for a balance. What the fuck that is. And I love that shit. Because she'll see some shit I don't see. She'll tap me on the shoulder like, shut the fuck up, man. I got this. And it's times where she knows she's sitting there. And I'll be like, you ain't see what this motherfucker trying to? And now she, damn, I ain't even noticed. Yeah, they playing. Get the strap. Get the but hey, look.
Oh my
God.
Mike, when I went with Rashad, I tell the same thing. Get the strap, bitch, let's go.
I want a summary. Y'all give me a summary on lives, man. Sum it up for me. Give me.
Okay. You want to sum it up, Belinda? Let's go ahead and sum it up, girl.
Please don't get in my video.
Wait a minute. Rashad, you'll let me sum up a little bit, then I'm gonna let you close it out. Okay.
What y'all do?
Sum it up, Rashad.
Bro, we need you to sum it up.
So let me sum it up. So I just think in general, I think that I don't know if I necessarily, well, I think on both ways. I don't know if I can necessarily agree with a healthy lie. At the end of the day, I think a lie is a lie. But when we say healthy lies, I think when we categorize every lie, like say for instance, you doing something on a job, fill out a job application or whatever, you trying to get that job and you need that job, you gonna lie. So that's why I'm like half and half about the healthy lie. And I don't know if I can necessarily agree about a healthy lie when it comes to a relationship. But again, I'm still open all over the place, because when Mike made the example to say, about if you with somebody and you in the bed and you know you done cheated on your mate and they come ask you, well, was they better than me? I don't know. I'm not gonna say that. I would lie. So I don't know. Lies can just lead to a lot of distrust, and especially in relationships, if we're talking about just relationships. And I think that's something that you need to really pay attention to, and again, it can lead to some stability in your relationship because you learn, like you said, that everybody is not perfect. And so it can play a good and a bad part on a lot of different levels.
Here, before you close out, I want to add one thing that my mom told me when I was little. This is what kind of helped me, especially hear it over and over in my head, what kind of helped me to stop my lying. Because as kids, we lie. Mm-hmm. And as a kid, I was a liar. Okay. So, but one thing that kept ringing in my head was, she told me that there's a verse in Proverbs that says that when it comes to lies, the tongue cuts like a knife. Mm. So to tag on with the healthy versus unhealthy, it may be some opportunities out there that, yes, we tend to lie, or as they say, tell those little white lies, and we feel like it's okay. But eventually those things, what's done in the dark always come to light, right? Okay. So that's when the cut happens. The cut may not happen right then. It may not happen 2 days from now. It may not happen next month, but the cut is going to happen. So whatever you plant, whatever you sow, you shall reap, right? Yeah.
And you got to be able to handle, at the end of the day, you got to be able to handle that lie, whatever come behind it, whatever repercussions come with it.
Yeah. I mean, I stand firm on a lie's a lie. And that's not to sit up here and say I've never lied, because we all have. A lie's a lie. I don't feel like there's any healthy lie. But I do think we need to normalize communication, communicating honesty in any type of relationship. Just being able to speak to your partner, whoever it might be, and be honest about things, and then not get weird and crazy. Because like y'all just said, when you tell one lie, it's like a snowball effect. It just all goes downhill. So, yeah, that's where I'm at on it.
Mike,
take us home, Mike. Take us home.
Yeah, for me, I feel like lies can be very dangerous, right? And they can have great consequences depending on the range of the lies. It's almost like a perfect example. A kid, say a boy, his daddy was never around, right? And he gets old and he want to see his father, and he found out that his father always tried to be in his life. He go find letters, he finds shit. And now his mother been lying to him his whole life. It changed how he sees her. It changed how he sees his dad. Just a example, right? So lies can vary, and they can be very dangerous and hurtful. So definitely it ain't nothing I just want to sign up for. And when it that's just my thought process on it. Think about it good before we start to lie, because I would really rather have a relationship built on truth, where we could grow in truth. And like you said, I think honesty is the best policy, like they say, you know what I mean? So that's just me on it. Lies can be crucial, man. They can be life-changing, so we have to be careful with that. Okay?
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us on the Nightcast. We will post our next recording, which will be our regular Is What It Is podcast 2 weeks from today. Please comment below. Let us know what you thought of our depictions and our reality of what lies are and what they do. Thank you for our host, Mike Lewis, Rashawn, Melinda Mosley, and peace.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.